Today I'm going to be showing you all about TradingView, basically how to set it up for beginners right when you load into the page, what things you should do, how you should set up some templates, how to look at charts, all sorts of different settings you can change, and most importantly how to save things across different devices. So when you first open up TradingView.com here, this is the screen you're going to see. The first thing you're going to want to do is join TradingView. I'll put a link in the description below which you can sign up with. What this is going to allow you to do is sync your information across all your different devices. It's completely free to join, as you can see here. You'll be able to open your charts from mobile, from tablet, from all sorts of different computers, and always have the same information pulled up that you had before, as well as anything you had previously saved, which we'll get into shortly. When you first open TradingView, you can get a whole bunch of information just off of the basic screen here. So for example, you can see the S&P up 9%. You can see a whole bunch of crypto ideas, a market summary here, and you can scroll through and kind of read other people's chart ideas to get an idea of what you want your chart to look like if you would like to. I'm going to go ahead and just go back to the top here. The first thing you're going to want to do to open a chart that you're looking for is go ahead and click into this box, and you have two options here. You can either type the ticker of what you're looking for, or you can type in the actual company or coin or whatever it is that you want. So for example, you can type in Bitcoin, and you're going to want to click on cryptocurrency tab here, and then you can see you have all of your choices for Bitcoin and how it maps up to different things. The most standard one is Bitcoin to the dollar if you want another dollar price of Bitcoin. And just to show you the other example, if you already know the ticker you want is BTC, you can go ahead and type that in, and if you want to compare it to the dollar, BTC USD, you get all of your choices for that. I'm going to open Coinbase and just click on it here. And you'll get an overall glance as soon as you type this in, like the price and kind of a general trend line of what's been happening, along with the price across a bunch of different exchanges. But what I'd highly recommend you do is just click on this full featured chart button right here. This is going to actually pull it up into an interactive mode that you can kind of work with and draw on, play around with, set templates on, etc. So just to give me a maximum amount of space, I'm going to close the side panel for now. We'll get into that later on of what you can do over here. And I'll move this out of the way as well. So here you can see kind of the general trend line of Bitcoin and how it's been going. You can see the date on the bottom here, and then the price is obviously this vertical amount. For example, this goes back all the way before August, shows you the price all the way up until current, in a good trend line that you can see. However, it's pretty hard to work with this and trade with this. The first thing I would do when opening a new chart like this on a new template is to click on this button up here. This is going to allow you to kind of make it look differently. So once you click on this button, you get a bunch of different choices of how you want to display this. You can click on line, kind of the same thing as area, but it unshades it, a little nicer to see. But the most popular option is candles. Once you go ahead and click on candles, you can see this. So now we get a better picture of, did the price go down on a specific day? We can see the price range on a specific day by reading the candles here. So some of the most important things to do once you first have your chart open like this is to just make sure you're looking at the right thing that you want. So in the top left corner, you can see the ticker that we chose, BTC USD. Just below that, you can see the written out English version of it, Bitcoin to the US dollar on Coinbase. If that isn't what you want, you can just start typing. For example, if I want to switch to Ethereum, all I have to do is type in ETH, or if you don't know that that's the ticker, Ethereum. It'll come up with all the options automatically. You can also click in the box up here if you want to type it in up there, but TradingView doesn't require you to click into that box. The other important thing is to make sure that you have a time frame selected. So with this D selected, that means 1 day. That means each of these candles represents the price history for an entire day. For example, the one right here is October 26th, 2019, as you can see at the bottom of the screen down here. If you want to change how this is represented, for example, you just want to see the price over a specific hour, you can go ahead and click on this D up here, click on 1 hour, and now each of these candles only represents the price change over a specific hour. For example, the one I have highlighted, March 12th, 2020, 1 o'clock a.m. all the way up until 2 o'clock a.m., in which case if you move one over here, you'll see this one starts at 2 o'clock. You can also, just like switching companies, just start typing when you first open TradingView. For example, if you want it to be a 2-hour chart, just start typing 120 minutes. It knows it's 2 hours. As soon as you hit enter, it'll change that for you and display the change up here. The next thing you kind of want to change when the first time you open TradingView is to just right click. You'll get this menu and click on settings. There are a whole bunch of different things you can customize. For example, you can change the color of the bodies. One of the settings I strongly prefer to change right away is one under appearance here. And it's just going to be the background color of TradingView. I personally don't like looking at a white background. I think it's harder to see the information that you want to see. So I go ahead and change this to a darker color. Maybe something like that, or slightly less dark. Whatever your preference is, you can go ahead and change it to any color you want. If you want it to be light blue, pink, whatever you want. I'll go ahead and choose this one for now. There are many other things you can do as well. One of my personal preferences is to turn off these grid lines. I think they kind of get in the way of me drawing support and resistance lines. By the way, if you haven't seen the video on drawing support and resistance lines, I'll put that in the description below. I highly recommend you check that out after this video. To get rid of these lines so they don't get in my way, I'll just go ahead and click here and just turn the opacity to 0%. And you can see the vertical ones have disappeared. Click out of it, and I'll do the same exact thing with the horizontal grid lines. There are many other settings you can change. For now, I'm going to just leave it like this. And once I did this, I don't exactly like this background color. I'm going to go ahead and just change this again once more, just to a darker color. I find it much easier to see the candles when it's a completely black screen. So now once we have this all set up, we've kind of changed a few different settings. You're going to want to go up here and click Save. Now you're going to need an account for this, and because I'm not logged in on this browser, you're seeing that it's making me log in. But what this is going to allow you to do is save all of the settings you just set up, so that the next time you come into this, you can go ahead and just select it. And actually, TradingView will preload it if you only have one of these selected. So if I were to just open another chart under this account, it would automatically apply these settings. But if you wanted to have multiple different templates set up, you could do that and just simply load them from here. So from the previous video, I showed that I like to use this horizontal ray tool. In order to get that, you're going to go ahead and go over to the left side here, click on the right arrow next to this trend line tools. It'll open up a whole bunch of different options of lines you can draw. But as I said, I like this horizontal ray. What this is going to do is in the spot you click, it's going to draw a line everywhere from that spot to the right. So once you click on it, it's selected. You can see that with this right here. This allows you to quickly change the thickness or the color. Just going to leave it as is and just draw a resistance line that I see in this chart. As you can see, this resistance here comes up and it's rejected, and then it ends up being a support here. Supports it for a second here before a breakdown, and then turns into a resistance before our massive drop down. A very good indicator that danger was going to come once we resisted this line. Again, check out the previous video for drawing support and resistance lines if you would like to learn more. Now, I find this line pretty difficult to see when it's first drawn. I'm just going to go ahead and right click on the line and click Settings. Or, as a quicker way, you can just double left click on the line, bring you into the same settings menu here. I'm going to choose a different color here. I personally like this light blue. And I'm going to make the line a bit thicker, maybe not that thick, something like that would be good. And I'm going to change the line type here as well, just so it's a dashed line. I find that very easy to see on the chart now, which is exactly what I want. You can change the price of it manually here. For example, if I want to drop it down $20 from $91.77 to $91.57, go ahead and then type that in. You can see that it moved a little bit. For example, if I type in 8,000, the line drops a lot more. Going to undo those changes so the line is back where I want it. And now what you're going to want to do is save this as a template. I do this so I can have all sorts of different lines set up with different colors. So my blue line might be a support and resistance line. I might set a red line for somewhere I plan on putting a stop loss, etc. This is exactly the same as saving the chart template, you go ahead and click this drop down right here, click Save As. It's going to make you sign into account if you don't have one. If you already have one, everything will work fine. And you can save this template as, for example, support resistance line. Once you have that template saved, the next time you draw a line, for example, you can right click on it, go to template, and you'll have all of your template options right here, so you can quickly change this to a different type of line if you'd like to. In order to delete this, I'll simply just click on it, click the delete button as expected. If you'd like to learn more about how to use all of the indicators on the left side, how to use some of the built-in TradingView tools on the right side, or how to add different custom indicators to your chart, set alerts, etc., go ahead and watch part 2 of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see next.